Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. I am your host Utkarsh Shukla. Welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. Let me introduce you to my guest, Arina. Arina, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
So let us start with the very basic question. Can you tell our audience about yourself, like who you are, what work you do?
Okay, sure. I want to thank you for inviting me to this interview. It's such a pleasure to meet you online, and I hope we'll see offline each other someday. I would say, actually, my professional background it's quite non-linear in some sense. So I would describe myself as a product and marketing professional. I would say so, and I've been marketing for almost 5 years and as a product manager for almost 3 years. So I combined all these two spheres together for many years. For 5 years, I working with different companies, BCG, Mediacom, Superdial, Alibaba. So I'm pretty professional in my field, and also I'm person of the world. I would say so because I was born in the Far East, and I was born near Chinese border, and I was living in Chinese culture for many times for many years. Then I was living in a big city, studying abroad a lot, and currently I live in Spain, so I can describe myself as a world citizen. Yeah.
So you are like a digital nomad who is traveling between different countries for your jobs, correct?
Kind of. Yes, kind of. I can describe myself as a digital nomad, and I like, to explore different cultures because for me it's really important to understand how people react, respond, and what's the reason for their responding and how for the actions. So for me it's really important. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, it's really good to be a digital nomad where you learn different countries, different cultures, and going to travel there at the same time, exploring new things. That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's move to our next question. So, what is your dream? Like any dream you want to share, short term or long term?
Actually, I have a lot of dreams to achieve, but I can share maybe two of them. So the first one is to create a non-profit organization for helping people, especially young children, elderly people, to overcome some challenges in their lives, and to make sure their lives can be better and better. I think for me, creating NGOs is one of the best thing in my life, and I'm looking forward to do it maybe in 5-6 years, because currently I'm not ready for this, because I need to establish myself as a professional and to expand my network to do so. And the second dream, I want to create a company which will be dedicated to marketing services, because I was marketing for almost 5 years, and I feel that I have something to say regarding marketing, and I have a slightly different perspective about marketing for many people, and I think I can achieve this maybe in 1 year, in 2 years. But yeah, this is my two main dreams: to create a non-profit organization, maybe some NGOs, and of course with working with different regional international organizations to help people. And the second part is to create a company dedicated to marketing services. I think that's my two dreams.
That's amazing. I think you want to do something for humanity at the same time. You're also focusing on your career. So that's really amazing. So, like you mentioned, you see marketing as a different thing. Like, so can you just tell us more about it? Like how you see marketing? Like you are being there for 5 years.
Yeah, sure. I would describe marketing as, a lot of people think that marketing is something fancy in some sense, because you're a marketer, you're a cool guy. But in reality, it's of course it is true. You're a cool guy in the room. You're a cool guy. You're a marketer. But still, sometimes it's wrong perception, because marketer is someone who tries to understand people perceptions, try to understand how to influence the consumers, and he's dig into metrics, all analytical stuff, into content, in design. So he is in charge of everything. Actually, he just juggling around with different spheres. And for me, it's really important to understand that sometimes marketing can be harsh, and sometimes marketing is not just a fancy word. It's just behind these fancy words, there is a really hard work of many people. So just not one person doing one stuff. No, it's not true. And I think currently marketing, in some way, it becomes something, something special. You can influence people via marketing and do some good things for people. And I think sometimes people, especially brands, they do not use advantage of being like, trendsetter or influencer, because of course the main goal for company is to increase revenue and of course net profit. I understand it and I'm okay with it, but on the same time I wish more companies expand then the connections and the network to influence people and to share some real stories and challenges, for instance like rare beauty, because Selena Gomez, she's talking about mental health. And for me, it's really important to share these stories. And I think it's really great that she connects beauty brand and mental health issues. And she also creates beauty impact funds. So I think it's really important. And by this way, through the marketing, you can create something meaningful to the society. And I think this is a little bit different perspective of mine.
I think that's a great point. Like, not just running after what is trending, trying to create something meaningful using the marketing, right? And at the same time, influencing people in a good way that can be meaningful to them rather than being meaningless and follow some trends that's going on. That's really a great idea, Arina. I think I really appreciate it. It's really a great way to move forward on marketing. So, any particular story you want to share or anything you want to talk on?
Yes, regarding marketing, yeah, am I right?
Yeah, you can talk on anything, like you can talk on marketing.
Yeah, sure. I think another thing about marketing is I finally understood that marketing is divided in different sub-industries, I would say. So there is performance marketing, SEO optimization, like a lot of like subgroups in marketing management. And I noticed one thing, especially in Europe and especially not in maybe United States, that people, they are hire people for just one part of marketing management. And for me, it was really interesting because, for instance, in Asia, you need a full-time professional who can understand everything about marketing management. And there is difference between two concepts. Like for Europe, it's really important to be focused on something one, but for Asia, for Eastern Europe, or maybe sometimes United States, it's really important to focus on all of this stuff, because you have this helicopter view upon something. And sometimes I think it's really important to understand every group of sub-industry in marketing management. And I see currently a lot of people, for instance, there is a person who's in SEO optimization, but he can't understand how social media management works. And I think it's really important to understand these two dots and connect them. So I wish more and more people become digital strategists, go into strategy, because it's a really cool job, and it's really it takes a lot of responsibility over your shoulders to create some plan for brands. But still, I wish there will be more and more digital strategists to create strategies, because as far as I see, there are a lot of brands who don't have strategy. Not big ones, of course, because big ones such as L'Oreal, Procter & Gamble, they have like a marketing strategy for a whole year and for 2 years even. I'm talking about middle-sized brands. So for me, it's really important to create a strategy and to find professionals for this job, and for marketers to understand, not in a helicopter view, all different subgroups in marketing management. Yeah, I think for me it's really important.
Yeah, I think that's great too. It's really important to understand like marketing strategies can differ from region to region, like you mentioned how it's different in Asia than in Europe and United States. So it's really an important part to understand, like same strategy can't work at different places at different regions, right? So I think that's really an important point to know while you are working on strategies or anything. So yeah, I think that's amazing. So I think we are done with our question. So thank you so much, Arina, for joining in. Thanks a lot for your time, and thanks for your insights. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.